Hey, as you know, I am Makita, and I was targeted by Twin Flame Universe, the people that call themselves the Chosen, and their coaches in the narcissistic personality disorder sphere, like Sam Vaknin and Richard Grannon, along with Jordan Peterson's intellectual dark web, and a bunch of tech bros and people from the music and entertainment industry. This is all one narrative network. They operate on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, on X, on any monetizable social media. This narrative network is operating there with their affiliates, such as this woman. This woman and I are not friends, but she often uses personally identifiable information to reference or make inferences towards me, which is their whole hustle. They target people, they have somebody in their network steal your identification, and then they engage in fraud legally, where they are impostering you, as well as like what they call spiritually, where they're pretending to be you in spirit. So just taking on or introjecting aspects of your character and your personality. So all of these women have stolen my intellectual property. Most of their conversations about behaviorism, psychology, anything that has to do with psychoanalysis, the format of this conversation that they're having is something that they stole from me. It's an idea that I had when I was talking to somebody that I considered to be a cyberpath or a caustic in personality, and I was trying to teach them conflict resolution. And I was also teaching them the culture of the forum that we were on, which is predominantly women. And there is a social order or a culture among women. So I was trying to let that man know the games that he was kind of playing to manipulate everybody, and why there was an issue between us, and why we could engage in conflict resolution if he actually had the skills for it, and not have to blow things up into a big dramatic mess for no reason. So these people later came upon my writing and my ideas, stole all of that, turned it into a natural language processing script. Some of that was from my private messages as well, because the moderators on that forum are crusty, okay? Like they often are. They're assholes. They'll sell your information. They'll give away access to your private messages. They'll just do stupid things, which they did do. So they linked up with these other people because they wanted to target me, because one of the celebrities or one of the other higher up people in this narrative network got upset and wanted to use these people to silence me. So their whole gig is to just sit there every day using surveillance abuses. So that's traditional surveillance, like hacking, phishing, smishing, cloning, mirroring your device, and then non-traditional methods like neural and biosurveillance. You might have heard Trump sort of referring to that the other day when he was talking about 6G wireless connections. And that is exactly the technology and the resources or infrastructure that we're talking about here when we discuss neural and biosurveillance. So this network is put here as a collective intelligence by the tech bros, by people who are researching and who are engaged in the metaverse, and they have access to your digital twin or the digital twin environment. That's a simulation environment. It's simulations and emulations based on cyber physical property. So the physical property interacting with the cyber record, basically. And when they steal your identity, these people get access to that information so that they can sort of keep track of you. It's like GPS slavery. And the person that they recruited, Mac Barnes Hopkins, concocted this whole narrative somehow where we have some sort of a relationship and he's triangulating me or something for the sake of this twin flame universe. And the narrative is so that these people can monetize themselves through content, right? Manufacturing content. But it's also so they can cover up that this is a living script and they're engaged in crime every single day. This one, as the rest, pretends like she's an ally, pretends like she's helping me find my keys, even though they're the ones that stole them. And she often throws shade towards me. So these people are very passive aggressive. They like to demoralize the target, me, while they're pretending like they're helping me. But none of these people are helpers. All of these people are co-conspirators. They're a part of the con. They're a part of the narrative network. They're affiliates chosen, and they steal people's identities and they engage in the targeting of that person with nonstop persecution. They're supposed to be like the adversary, even though they say that, you know, your enemies are out there. They're the ones that are recruited and casted along with the other people they're talking about in their script, which are people recruited from around you generally as a target. So these people are hiding through their narrative that they are targeting people, that they're acting like a Stasi. So when she talks about somebody who is balding or losing their hair and that it's karma, it's bullshit. This little oinker is actually referring to the target, the person they're supposed to be an ally of, and is trying to wish ill on that person. As you can see, I am not balding. These are fresh braids. They are very tight, so it is going to be like that. This is a whole head of hair, which you've seen me out with my fro. It is very thick. It is very luscious, unlike this person, okay? We never see her actual natural hair. Most of these women wear wigs, ridiculous wigs. My hair is down my back. It's long. I've never had an issue with it. I also don't have internalized racism like a lot of these women that project their issues with being black on women that they stalk, with their skin color, with their hair, with their features. And often these women, while on one hand they're trying to demoralize me about my looks or something else, on the other hand they're trying to morph into me and copy my makeup, copy the way I dress, copy the way I talk, and doppelgang me, because that's also a part of their subculture, their belief system, the way they do things. And that is a trickle down from the tech bros and their digital twin environments. So in the digital twin environment, there's an actual twin, a simulation or an emulation of the physical property. So that would be you as a human being. There's a digital twin of you. These ones are obsessed with obtaining that mind file or the information or the data that's associated with that digital twin, which is why they all think that they can twin other people. They're obsessed with the simulations and emulations of other people, the avatars of other people, which they think through their cult and through stalking people and through surveillance abuses, they can sort of download and take on. So when they talk about channeling, they're talking about channeling real life people that they stalk through the surveillance abuses and through the emulations and the simulations, the recorded data of the physical property, the human being. These people are mentally unwell, and in their behavior, they're always self-negating because they would rather be other people. They want to destiny swap with people because they would rather live the lives of other people. They think other people are more marketable. They think other people are smarter. They think other people are more beautiful. They think that other people are better than them. But their conversation always revolves again around targeting other people as thinking that they are better, being conceited, arrogant, narcissistic. These narcs, who are conditioned narcs, they're not actually like, they don't actually have anything to be narcs about, but they're conditioned that way because they're given the ability to demoralize and persecute other people. So they grow these big heads and these big egos where they feel like, hey, you know, nobody can talk any shit to me because I'm just going to talk about what you were doing last night in your bathroom at 3 a.m. Like, this is how mentally ill these people are. So this one in the video, while she's pretending to be talking about the person that they worked with to target me, the crazy karmic couple, which is Mac Barnes Hopkins and the other women that he recruited, his mother and other people. And he himself was recruited by Richard Grannon, Jordan Peterson, PayPal Mafia, Elon and them, and these people are put on by the same people, given access by the same people. So as this one is sitting there pretending like she's an ally, she's also trying to throw shade. Orange hair, this is not orange, by the way. I don't know, you need to look again. Also, the gray hair is because, you know, when they are energy harvesting, they're targeting your mitochondria or your ATP, your energy store powerhouses in your cells. And that is again through the 6G technology that Trump was just referencing recently. All of these people are criminals. All of these women are low self-esteem bums who were recruited to target other people. Okay? Like, it's an actual crime. They're engaged in 5th generation warfare. This is a sloppy ass criminal. She's also a mother. Like, a lot of these women are mothers, and their day job is stalking and targeting other people and trying to entrap them in these mentally ill scripts that they manufacture, by the way. I have no relationship with this man, but this woman has sat here with Mommy Watsa and the rest of them for like 6 years talking about a relationship she manufactured. Nowhere in there does she talk about a child for her kids. They often have multiple baby daddies. They don't know who their baby daddies are. Drama.